What's he doing?
I don't know.
He's reading again about Messi.
No, he's Argentinian.
You know, Leo Messi.
Oh yeah, I've heard of him. Yeah.
Leo Messi.
Who is this Messi character?
You know what Pep Guardiola have said about Messi, that you cannot describe him. You just have to see how he plays. You know, there's no adjectives.
No explanation.
No explanation.
Well, it's even more than that, isn't it? He's just saying you cannot even begin to explain what Messi is. You can't begin to talk about him.
Yeah, I'm with you, man.
What are we going to do? We've got 3.5 minutes before the bell goes. We've got to talk about Leo Messi. And Pep says it's impossible.
As a written press journalist, I find it difficult to describe because every time he does something extraordinary. And if you say it once, twice, and then, I think there is no limit. First of all, he's 24 years old.
Yeah,
he's already.
That's a massive stat, by the way, because we talk a lot about his goals, and then you say, all right, well, he still hasn't done this and he still hasn't done that. And by the way, there's very little that he hasn't done. But he's only 24.
Yeah.
Christ, we see players that at 23, 24, we're still talking about them maybe finding their peak in 2 years' time. Exactly. He's 24 and he's been extraordinary for 3 years now, or 4 years.
Do you remember that there was a time that he got injured very often? And many journalists at Barcelona thought that this was it, that he was a beautiful project, but if he gets injured 2 or 3 times in a season...
What happened with Michael Owen?
By the way, that's a good question, isn't it?
He will never reach.
Is the greatest thing that Pep Guardiola has done for Barcelona make Messi fit?
Yeah.
Also moving their position.
Well, because I have a story for that. When there was a game against Zaragoza, I think, that third or fourth Latin game for Barcelona, they were coming back from that game in a bus, and Messi felt bad about it. He texted Guardiola saying, I don't think I'm good enough for this team. Maybe it's time.
Messi said that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe it's time to go somewhere else. I'm sorry if I'm not delivering what I should. And that was the point that Pep showed to the guy that was sitting next to him, Manuel Estiarte, and said, look at this. Look at what Leo is in the back. He's writing this, and he decided to change his position and put him in the front. That was maybe the beginning of the end of Zlatan Ibrahimovic at Barcelona, because Messi had to play there.
You know what? When we talk about the age, also I think the debate about the national team is useless because he has still a lot of time to win with Argentina.
Well, Maradona hadn't won the World Cup at 24, for example. We're saying, he's not Maradona because he hasn't won the World Cup. Well, at 24, Maradona had played in 82, didn't go to 78, played in 82, and what happened in 82? He left 82 a disgrace.
He met Claudio Gentile.
No, and then Maradona was
that hurts as well.
Maradona won the 79 under 20 World Cup in Japan. Leo did the same. I mean, Leo won in Holland. Amazingly, Leo is. There's no discussion about it. He's the best footballer right now, and it will be the best footballer for 5-6 more years.
Does he do anything?
Anything wrong?
No, I don't think so.
That's a great question. It's a really good way, because quite often the debate turns and people start saying, okay, if we can't have a debate, Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi, people say, Ronaldo is more complete because he's bigger and stronger and faster. But I think, first of all, that's a very incomplete definition of complete. And then, you're right, you can then pose the question you just asked. Does Messi do anything wrong?
Perhaps we've seen, I don't know, Eto'o had to go, Zlatan had to go.
That's a big
Boyan
question.
Had to go.
Is it potentially a problem for the team?
If you have a player that scores
more than 50 goals,
of 35, 40 goals
50
per season,
50.
No problem. I mean,
exactly.
You can play without a 9.
Exactly.
You can play.
I agree with you, but I don't know.
You can talk about him. Pep was wrong. You might not necessarily get a good answer, but you can talk about him.
You can have 3 minutes, and that's it. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep reading.
Yeah, you carry on.